Good morning, students. So today we are going to start the fourth lecture of heat and thermodynamics. Clear? Lecture number 4, heat and thermodynamics. So in our previous class we had discussed what do we know as F. F means what? Degree of freedom. Okay, the number of independent terms in which formula? Total energy formula. And in total energy we will be having what? Kinetic energy of molecules. That means how molecule is moving, based on that we will be discussing total energy. And we had discussed what do we know as monoatomic molecule. Okay, single atom. Next, diatomic molecule also we had discussed. Diatomic molecule. Clear? So these many things we had discussed in the last class. And total energy is nothing but what? Kinetic energy of molecules. Kinetic energy of molecules. Not complete system we are considering, not a bulk system, but with respect to molecular order we are going to tell that number of terms which are present in that total energy formula with respect to kinetic energy terms, that is nothing but what? Degree of freedom. In this class we will be discussing what do we know as polyatomic molecule. Polyatomic molecule. This is non-linear case. Non-linear. Okay. Polyatomic non-linear. Listen, linear means like atoms are in straight line. Okay, they are arranged in straight line basically. So non-linear means those those atoms what we are having inside a molecule, those atoms are not in straight line. Clear? Suppose for example if I consider SO3 molecule means, okay, like S, here O, this side O, here O. Clear? Now, in which all direction this SO3 molecule will move, that we should have to cross check now. Now listen. X-axis, Y-axis, Z-axis. Now concentrate about this SO3, total molecule. This SO3 molecule, complete molecule, SOOO. This complete molecule may move in X direction, or this SO3 molecule may move in Y direction. Clear? Or this SO3 molecule may move along this Z axis. Okay, perpendicular to the board. So if this SO3 molecule is solidly, that means completely, if it is moving along X-axis, along Y-axis, along Z-axis, means what equation I should have to write for kinetic energy then? So total energy, which is nothing but internal energy of molecules. Now you tell me, along X direction if it is moving means, along X direction if it is moving means, then what equation I should have to write, what formula I should have to write? Come on. Half m velocity in X direction, Vx square. Clear? If it is moving in if it is moving in Y-axis means plus half m Vy square. Correct? If it is moving in z axis means what is the term? Plus half m vz square. Clear? Now this polyatomic molecule, which is in non-linear fashion, this complete molecule may rotate along this y-axis. Just think of it, this y-axis, this atom here only. These two atoms can rotate like this. That means this atom will come here, this atom will go here, this atom as it is. Rotational motion. Clear? This atom as well as this atom. This atom is fixed on. Along y-axis, this atom is fixed on. These two atoms may move like this. Okay? Basically circular motion. And by keeping reference of this atom, these two atoms will change like this. That means they may rotate like this. Clear? And next, with reference to this one, by fixing this atom as fixed one means these may rotate like this. Clear? Are you visualizing this part? That means totally in 3 different directions this complete molecule may vibrate. Along y-axis, along x-axis, along z-axis. That means what extra terms I am going to get here now? Half mvx square, half mvy square, half mvz square, already we had written. Extension part plus, after half mvz square plus. Rotation motion means rotational kinetic energy half I omega y square. That means if I am keeping this as this atom as fixed for y-axis means omega y square. Okay, in that direction. Plus, if it is moving with respect to this x means what term I should have to write? Plus half I omega x square plus, are you able to see the board clearly properly? Okay, plus half I omega z square, correct? I omega z square. Clear? Now totally how many terms are there? Just start counting. Half mva square first term, half mvy square second term, half mvz square third term, half I omega y square fourth term, half I omega x square fifth term, half I omega z square, this is z not 2, half I omega z square sixth term. So totally how many terms I am getting? 6 terms I am getting. That means what this number 6 stands for? Degree of freedom. So degree of freedom for polyatomic non-linear molecule or non-linear polyatomic molecule is nothing but what? 6. Are you understanding? So polyatomic molecule degree of freedom value will be 6. Okay, for non-linear polyatomic molecule basically degree of freedom value will be equal to how much? 6. Clear? So shall we go to next step? In case of linear polyatomic molecule, what is the condition that we are going to check it now? Clear? So we can note down this one. I am going to erase this part now. Now, linear polyatomic molecule. Linear polyatomic molecule. Now listen. Imagine that here we are having one atom. Okay, just diagram manner I am drawing. This is not oxygen like that. This is one atom, and linear means atoms are in straight line. Okay, 3 atoms are in straight line. Clear? Now, this polyatomic molecule, in which all directions this linear polyatomic molecule will vibrate, you just think of it. So shall we draw axis over here? So this is Y, this one stands for as usually X, this one Z. Clear? This one Z axis, X axis. Clear? Oh, this is nothing but origin. Okay, no need to write. Now listen. This linear polyatomic molecule, imagine this pen as linear polyatomic molecule. Now in which all directions this linear polyatomic molecule will move, you have to think about this. Now this linear polyatomic molecule may move in this direction. Correct? Huh? This linear polyatomic molecule may move along x-axis, or it may move along y-axis, or it may move along z-axis. That means in solid, completely this molecule may move like this, or in this manner. That means for z-axis, initially I had shown like this, means it is like perpendicular to the plane of the board, specifying the direction for z-axis. Along with these, again in which all manner this molecule will move, you just think of it now. Same case will happen in the case of diatomic also. In similar manner, we will be discussing linear polyatomic molecule. Now, this molecule x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. Now, rotation part. If it starts moving in this manner, means, okay, what is this one? Along which axis it is rotating? Along which axis it is rotating? Y-axis, correct? Huh? Y-axis is above. Along the y-axis in this manner it is rotating. Clear? Now, initial position. Now z-axis is in this direction, perpendicular to plane of the board. In this manner also it may rotate. Are you getting these things? Clear? Now, last one, third one. Along x-axis, it will rotate in this manner. Clear? That means here you are going to get circle. Now, terms we should have to write. Listen. First of all, if it is moving completely along x-axis, y-axis, z-axis, means total energy E, which is nothing but internal energy U, is equal to half m Vx square, clear, plus half m Vy square plus half m Vz square. Clear? Next, a rotation manner. If it is moving along y-axis, means in this axis, in this manner. Okay, what I should have to write? Plus half I omega y square. Clear? Plus half I omega z square. But these two terms related for in this manner. Okay, in this manner. Omega y square, angular velocity in this manner, and omega z means in this manner. Clear? Along z axis. Okay. Now, in this manner also it will rotate now. Okay, but here radius value is smaller value. Like this it will be rotating. Small radius. So compared to these rotations, okay, this radius is bit larger one, but this radius is smaller one. Clear? So that's why even if I want to write half I omega x square, means I term will be what? Mr square. R means radius. Here, if I want to write next term, means plus what I can write half I omega x square, but I is nothing but what? Mr square. R value is small, means I is nothing but mr square omega x square. That means total term half mr square omega x square. R value is small, R square value will be still smaller one. R square value is still smaller means this term we can neglect. Clear? So now how many terms are there? We should have to cross check now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means what is the degree of freedom for linear polyatomic molecule? F value is how much? 5. Clear? For monoatomic 3, for diatomic 5, for non-linear polyatomic 6, and for linear polyatomic again 5. Clear? So shall I erase this part? Okay. Now we should have to understand one more very important point, that is nothing but what? Law of equipartition of energy. So from theory point of view, you are going to get this concept in kinetic theory of gases, remember. Okay. But from competitive point of view, we should have to understand in thermodynamics chapter. Clear? So now only we will be discussing this, what is law of equipartition of energy, and when discussing this one, what is that kinetic theory of gases also, once again we will go through this. Okay, important for 1 mark, 2 mark, 3 mark, okay, anywhere they may ask this one. Now what is this law of equipartition of energy means? According to this law of equipartition of energy, total energy associated with that molecule is distributed to number of degrees of freedom, and each degree of freedom will be supplied the energy of half kT. Okay, where K is nothing but what? Boltzmann constant, and T is nothing but absolute temperature. Absolute temperature means temperature in Kelvin scale. So according to law of equipartition of energy, okay, the average kinetic energy associated with each molecule with each degree of freedom is nothing but half kT, where K is nothing but Boltzmann constant, T is nothing but absolute temperature. Now how to understand this? Listen, if we are having monoatomic molecule means, in case of monoatomic molecule, let me write here, monoatomic molecule, degree of freedom is 3. Clear? Then energy associated, that means what we should have to write, U is equal to, okay, energy associated with that each molecule with each degree of freedom is half kT. Each degree of freedom is half kT means here we are having 3. That means for each degree of freedom half kT, okay, plus again for second one half kT, again for last third one half kT. That means total we are going to get how much? 3/2 kT. This is for what? Monoatomic. Okay, monoatomic one. Now in last year NEET 2020 they had asked this question. Okay, so energy associated with the monoatomic molecule is how much? They had asked 4 options they had given. Among 4, one was 3/2 kT. Okay, important. In case of NEET exam in 2020 they had asked this. Already they had asked this question, but in coming days they may ask for polyatomic, linear polyatomic, non-linear polyatomic, diatomic, anything they may ask. Clear? Okay, if they are asking for different molecules means, okay, then how to write this? Now in this term U is equal to 3/2 kT, what I had written. In this 3 is what for monoatomic. For monoatomic molecule, 3 is nothing but degree of freedom. Clear? So this equation how I can write? In generally, U is equal to F by 2 kT. Okay, for any molecule, F by 2 kT. Clear? Now, general formula, U is equal to F by 2 kT. Clear? Now for this K, you should have to remember one more expression. Okay, basically Boltzmann constant is nothing but K is equal to R by N, where R is nothing but universal gas constant, universal gas constant. Okay, and N is nothing but what? Avogadro's number. Clear? So K is equal to R by N, you should have to remember, and U is equal to F by 2 kT. Clear? Now, if I want to calculate, if I want to write this energy for U is nothing but what? Internal energy. Remember, U for any molecule we had written. This is nothing but U for any molecule. Okay, any molecule means monoatomic molecule, F value 3, diatomic molecule, F value, and this one polyatomic molecule, linear polyatomic value corresponding F value, and non-linear polyatomic value, molecule corresponding F value. Clear? Now, U for any molecule, if we want to write in case of only 1 mole means, then what I should have to do? U for any molecule, U for any molecule which is having only 1 mole means. Simply take this factor and multiply with Avogadro's number. F by 2 kT N. Clear? Now, here from this expression, K into N is nothing but what? R. K into N is nothing but what? R. So U for any molecule for 1 mole means what I can write? K into N is nothing but R means it will become F by 2. K into N means R T as it is. Clear? F by 2 RT. This is for 1 mole. If we want to write for N mole means it will become U for any. Can you able to see the board clearly? U for any molecule, okay, which is having N moles means I can take this factor and multiply with the number of moles, which is nothing but small n. Okay, again you just cross check. F by 2 RT, okay, which is nothing but F by 2 RT for 1 mole. If I substitute 1 means F by 2 RT into 1. Clear? In that manner. So this fact you should have to remember. Is that clear? Just go through it 1 second. I am going to erase the board down. Copy it down. Note it down. Over. Okay. Now this expression we want. Okay. U is equal to F by 2 nRT. Clear? Okay. Now we got U is equal to what formula we got? F by 2 RT N. Okay, or F by 2 N RT. Clear? So for this equation, I am just going to differentiate this equation partially. Okay. In your second PUC, you are going to get how to differentiate partially, completely, those all things. But for the time being, you can remember the formula. If I differentiate this equation means, I am going to get du is equal to F by 2. F is constant for a given molecule. Clear? N value, number of moles constant, R is universal gas constant, only quantity variable is nothing but T, that I can write dt. Or I can write this factor as a delta U is equal to F by 2 N R delta T. Important formula. Delta U means not internal energy, this is change in internal energy. Clear? Delta U means not internal energy, it is change in internal energy. So change in internal energy is equal to F by 2 N R delta T. Clear? Now, this equation is very much important. Very important equation. Delta U is equal to F by 2 N R delta T. Okay? Now, here Fr by 2, factor F into R divided by 2 is nothing but the factor CV. Or I can write this expression as delta U is equal to N delta T as it is, N delta T as it is. Fr by 2 is nothing but what I said, Fr by 2 is CV. Now in thermal properties of matter we came across Cp, Cv, okay, small cp, small cv, all the things. This is also very much important equation. Delta U is equal to N Cv delta T. Clear? Where delta U is nothing but what? Change in internal energy. N is nothing but number of moles. Cv is nothing but, listen, Cv, already you know this, molar specific heat capacity. Clear? Molar specific heat capacity, Cv, and delta T is nothing but what? Change in temperature. Clear? Delta T is nothing but what? Change in temperature. Delta U is nothing but change in internal energy. Clear? So we had came across what do we known as polyatomic molecule, linear polyatomic molecule. What is the degree of freedom for linear polyatomic molecule? We can just list out all these things. Monoatomic molecule, F value is 3. Clear? Next, diatomic molecule, F value is 5. Clear? Next, non-linear polyatomic, F value is 6. Next, linear polyatomic, F value is 5. Where F is nothing but what? Degree of freedom. And we came to know that delta U is equal to N Cv delta T, which is most important formula. Clear? Delta U is equal to N Cv delta T. Delta U, change in internal energy, N, number of moles, Cv, molar specific heat capacity of gas, delta T, change in temperature. So make a note of this, all the things what in today's class we had discussed. And while coming for the next class, be well prepared with all these concepts, because if you know these concepts means you can understand next upcoming concepts very easily. So till that time, please don't waste your time. So keep studying. So if you got any doubts means you can just note it down, and when college just reopens, you can just freely come and ask those doubts. Clear? Thank you.